In the name of all that is holy, will you look at Karen Smith's gym clothes?
Of course, all the plastics are in the same gym class. Who are the plastics?
They're teen royalty. If North Shore was Us Weekly, they would always be on the cover.
That one there, that's Karen Smith.
It never gets old, you guys. Mean Girls was released in 2004 and immediately became a generational gem. The hilarious and relatable film was later adapted for the stage in 2018 and has captivated audiences the same way ever since. And now it's here in Boston, bringing Katie, Janice, Damien, and of course the Plastics to Emerson Colonial Theater. And Plastics, Kristen and Maryrose are with us now. Ladies, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So you guys play Karen and Gretchen, so two of the three Plastics here with us today. So the movie came out over 2 decades ago, which is hard to believe. A lot has changed since then, but a lot has remained the same. How does the stage performance differ from the movie?
That's a great question. Yeah. We always love to say that the stage version has all of the elements that you know and love from the movie, the brilliant Tina Fey writing, of course, and that comedy, but it gets to expand on these characters through song and dance, some fabulous Casey Nicholaw choreography. Yes. We get to learn more about the characters, and we also have an updated script for the times for social media and cell phones and all that jazz.
And you'd mentioned the singing and the dancing. So, Kristen, tell us about the music and what we can expect from that.
You can expect a little bit of everything. You can expect like the big Broadway brass band vibe, and then you can also expect a ballad. You can expect pop rock vocals. Like, that's the amazing thing of our show, is like we bring so many different colors and aspect to the story of Mean Girls, and it's something that everyone will enjoy.
So, everyone loved the film. Everyone loves the stage performance as well. And I think it's something that's so relatable for people. What are your favorite things about your characters?
Oh, that's a good question.
Do you want to go first?
I think my favorite thing about Gretchen is her heart. I think she is very much similar to me in like she wears her heart on her sleeve, and she is just honest in her way of feeling. Maybe that's not being honest through her interactions with her friends and trying to figure out her place in high school, but I think she is just relatable in that way. Everybody can see themselves in Gretchen of like being the person who is like, why don't these people like me, and what am I doing wrong, and how can I fit in? And I think we all see ourselves in that, and I think that's my favorite thing about her.
Yeah,
totally.
Absolutely.
What I love most about Karen is that she lives in just such a happy headspace. Yes. I always say, if I'm ever having a bad day and then I walk into the theater, I always leave in a good mood, because when you're living as Karen for 2.5 hours, it is truly wonderful. And we always like to say that, like, she's not stupid. She sees everything through a different lens, a little like rose-colored glasses.
The rose-colored glasses.
Yeah.
And it's appropriate because it's Wednesday. She needs her pink.
Exactly. It all connects. It all connects. Yeah.
Well, Kristen, you mentioned that you see a lot of yourself in Gretchen, or at least in the character development of her. And this is actually something that you may have manifested.
Yeah.
We did a little deep dive here on your social media. So we actually have a photo of a journal entry. Yeah. Tell us why this was such an attractive character for you.
You know, honestly, at first it wasn't. I never saw myself playing a character like that, especially being a woman of color in this industry. It's very hard to, it's harder for us to get opportunities to be on a stage and to share our experiences in that way. But when I was so close to it, I just was like, okay, I'm just going to claim this as mine, and I'm going to walk into the room and as if I already have it. And I just wrote that sentence down in my journal before I went in for my final callback, and the next day I booked it. So
amazing. That just gave me chills. I love that. Well, you guys can catch both Kristen and Maryrose in Mean Girls. It's playing at the Emerson Colonial Theater now through May 4th. And for tickets and information, as always, you can head to Emerson Colonial Theater, TheaTre.com. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you.